Mom, Dad, meet my teacher, Mrs. Holter. Mrs. Holter, meet my mom and dad.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you very much for taking your busy schedule out of your time for coming to my student-led conference. I'm going to share work that I'm proud of, math and ELA data, goals for the rest of the year, and my behavior and work habits, and lastly, my iReady progress. Please stop me at any point if you have a question about my work. Here's something that I'm proud of. I'm proud of I'm proud of this because I compare decimals to the thousands place because of my first score on an exit slip. It showed limited progress, but in each CFA, I progressed and became proficient on the last CFA.
Awesome,
So
Mateo.
that's my evidence.
That's awesome.
Very
So what
nice.
exactly, which one? Which standard are you talking about?
I was talking about 5 MBT dot 7 dot it's adding and subtracting. And something that I'm proud of in language arts is that I did well and participated to succeed towards a Native American project. So I got a 3 on my illustration and so yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So the project was about the Native Americans, all the different kinds of tribes, and so I did one of the tribes from the desert Southwest. But yeah, it was all about what they eat, their artifacts, and all their weapons and natural habitats. So yes,
Notice
very
the
nice.
artwork's very good too.
thank you. These are my this is my math data sheet. So a 3 is progressing towards the standard, being proficient. A 2 is making progress turning the standard, and a 1 is limited progress. So if you turn it around, there's more standards to see, like that.
Wow.
Oh, great. What's the different one between the gray one and
These the wider ones are exit slips and entrance slips. Basically, when we're entering a standard, that's an entrance slip, and when we're trying to end a standard, it might be an exit slip. And these gray shaded ones, these are the CFAs. So basically, a
The test.
a CFA is a common formative assessment. So we take one each time we basically do a standard.
You
And
can compare.
So when you finish,
yeah,
very good.
That's neat.
There's a lot of 3s on there.
Good job.
this is my 5th grade English language art snapshot. So basically, my running record is this is CET. I'm basically on level grade. So U is January, February, March. So yeah, and in iReady I have passed 26 I passed 26 out of 33 lessons, and I completed 26 lessons and passed 33 lessons, and
No, you said it like the first time. You said it like the first time. Yeah, almost 80%.
26 out of 33.
and these are my Wordly Rise. My Wordly Rise is one of the tests that we try to focus on the words and what they meant, and sometimes the sentences. And this is my wonders. So these are my score and my wonders. Basically they're tests. The wonders tests are like some tests for the ELA, and basically it helps us like go forward and maybe succeed a little more and focus on ELI.
Nice.
And so,
on your Snapchat.
oh yeah,
Oh.
so this is for my writing. This is for Blood on the River and the Ace writings. So
You love that book.
so this is chapter 1 through 2. So I got a 3 on that one. And then chapter 8 I got a 2 on that one. And then chapter 15 I got a 2 minus. Chapter 21 I got a 3. And chapter 25 I got a 2. And these are the Blood on the Rivers and reading comprehension. I got a 3 on the chapters 1 through 7, a 1 on 8 through 18,
We'll
and
talk about the one later.
and 19 through 27 I got a 2. So on my Native American / oral project, I got a paper bag presentation. I got a 3, and I had a good voice projection, good information. I was excited to present. I had nice illustrations, and on the index cards on the index cards I did well for the presentation.
Awesome.
Was that on your presentation?
Yes. For my math goals, for my goal, I said by the end of the year, I will use my knowledge of the placement of the decimal point when adding or subtracting a whole decimal. What will I do to meet my goal? I will pay more attention during the instructions. I will double check my work before I turn it in. How my parents can help me to look at my planner to check that my work has been completed and finished. Check over my work and see if I've got it correct. And these are my behavior, study skills, and growth mindset. So by the end of the year, I will follow directions quickly and quietly the first time. What will I do to meet my goal? I will show self-control, so I listen to directions. I will focus on my work so I'm not distracted. How my parents can help me to ask me how my day went after school maybe. And these are my goals for writing and reading. So my goal was by the end of the year, I will include descriptive words and phrases so that I can maybe get a better meaning of them. And what will I do to meet my goal? I will check spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and indentation. I will use strong adjectives, verbs, and figurative language. How my parents can help me? By giving me more descriptive words and strong words to teach me different kinds of methods to help me. And this is for reading. So my goal was by the end of the year, I will increase my own reading scores. What will I do to meet my goal? I will focus on completing 2 or more iReady lessons with an 80% passing rate score. How my parents can help me? My parents can help me by reminding me to complete lessons at home.
Wow.
Very nice.
That was well read.
And
Good goals too. Yeah.
this is my self-reflection. So the yellow is something that I'm proud of, and the something that I need to improve on. So I need to turn in my homework on time. I got a 4 and she gave me a 4. And for my other proud, I show an interest in my learning. I put a 4 and they give me a 4. But something that I need to improve on is to exhibit self-control. To exhibit self-control, I rated myself a 4 and they give me a 2 because sometimes sometimes I talk to my friends and I should maybe talk to them at the right time and at the right place. And something that I need to improve on is I talk to my classmates / friends at the right times. So I rated myself a 3 and they gave me a 2. Again, maybe it's because I wasn't focusing and I was probably talking to my friends or they were talking to me.
Very good. Good.
Yes.
That's good that you know what you have to work on. And I agree. You're really good at the things that you're doing well in.
So I'm gonna show you I'll show you my iReady diagnostic scores for math. So on the first one, I got a 476. So I was close to on grade level, but on the second one, I passed my let me see. I passed my target score and I got a 477 and I gained 19.
Wow.
So I'm very close to the on grade level.
So is that if you're very close, is that because you didn't do it on time or you're missing did you miss some? Or is it just that's where he's at with the time you've given him?
No, so the diagnostic scores, so that's what I'll go over. So diagnostic scores, we took it at the beginning of the year, kind of to see where things that they're missing or where there's some learning gaps.
Yeah, it's like a test.
Yeah.
Oh, it's testing. Okay,
Yes.
now I understand.
So it's a diagnostic test. Yeah. So but it adapts them as they go through the test, and it notices what they're challenged by and what it's all adaptive
So it's
because
like a marker.
Yeah, because it wants to give them lessons that are going to be
Right for them.
truly, strictly just for Mateo. So it's going to be what he needs to fill in those missing gaps. Because on top of, I did an analogy of like Jenga. So I'm giving them the 5th grade standards because that's my job. I've got to give them the 5th grade standards, but he might have some holes in some other areas. So we've got to fill that. Otherwise, their structure is not going to be very. So you can see that below grade level, that's where he started. So it gives them a number, a target score, 476. He surpassed that. So he was right at the typical, which that's supposed to be by the end of the year.
That's awesome.
So he's already met that with 106%. 20 to 30% of the students meet their stretch goal, which is then challenging them to push themselves even further. He's at 61% to his stretch goal.
So that's
I really think he's going to meet that. When he meets that, he'll be right in about, beginning mid-year 5th grade, but then he's already getting the standards but then he's getting the work from me too. So he's gonna hear all those standards. I told him once he hits the beginning of the 5th grade over here in his lessons, because you can see some of the areas are like late 4th. It depends on the topics and what he really needs. You can see he had some strong growth in his algebra and algebraic thinking. Work that he was working on, and I think you already went through some of those lessons, was geometry. So it went down a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not really worried. It's the numbers and operations, and he's at 4th grade. He's getting my 5th grade material, but then he's working on things where he has those gaps.
Oh, that's great.
So I was really, really proud of him.
Yeah, he told us. I didn't know it was this, but he came home to tell us.
Super proud, and I think you did really well did you do well in your language arts?
Yeah, I gained like 57.
I've seen a lot of growth this year, like just from the beginning of the year, and very different attitude. It's just nice to see.
Oh yeah, thank you. That has a lot to do with you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he's very much, and then we put that, like you said, you're interested in your learning. I can see that, and it's nice.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of gains,
I'm
which is
so
good.
glad. Me too. We had to struggle. We all struggled through COVID, and
Yeah, that
he
was
lost some learning. So
tough.
it
That was tough for everybody.
Yeah, especially the teachers too. So.
Right? Yeah. And I
Yeah.
can't imagine being a student and learning that way.
But yeah, it's
Well,
great.
also taking, how do you say, normalcy with the.
Oh
and
yeah,
like,
Just
you know,
the
going to school
social,
every
just
day.
the social
Yeah,
aspect.
taking that away. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I completely. Yeah.
This is great.
So no. Yeah. And I've seen such a change since the beginning to where you're at now. You
Same
just have
here.
to, you have to keep it up though, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
engagement, that interest, right? And we just have to work on
Still
some of
going.
those self-control
Mhm.
behaviors, but I think you're able to identify what they are, and you
Yeah.
know when you're doing it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
At least you're not sitting right in front of her, already.
No, they get to choose their seats. You kind of move around the room, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes I
Where's
sit
your
right there.
favorite?
Probably right there or right there.
Right over here?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is pretty close to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
actually, it was
Yeah.
really good here.
Yeah, but that's not like, that's our choice, but
By choice, yeah.
that
Not
was
like
always
that.
next to the teacher.
Not by choice.
Wait, should I get this over here?
Oh, I'll take these and I'll do the same thing, but you talk about it.
So, on my first score, I on my first diagnostic score, I got a 548 on my first diagnostic. This was the beginning of the year, and on the second, on the mid diagnostic test, I gained 57 gains, and I was on the on grade level for, and I got a 605.
Wow.
So I surpassed my target score.
That's great.
By a lot.
That's awesome.
And his stretch growth. Look at this. So there's his typical. This is where he started at the beginning. 57 point
Oh, shoot.
gain. He's right under mid-year, 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
356% typical growth, and 190% past his stretch. So
Wow.
it's probably going to taper off a little bit,
Mhm.
and that's understandable because now you're exactly where you should be,
Yeah.
right? And this is kind of this, there's not too much that
Yeah.
those holes are filled. So now you're going to really understand when Ms. Mercado is talking about the
Mhm.
reading and stuff. Now we just got to put that effort in,
Yes.
right?
Wow, that's fantastic.
And yeah, so these, as it says, early fifth, mid fifth, and I completed some lessons here. I just think I need to maybe, I need to record it. I need to record.
Okay,
But-
have you been keeping up?
Oh.
You haven't kept up with that. You got to show all your great growth here, right?
But yes.
You tell them about the punch cards and your.
Oh
rankings
yeah, I was halfway and I got so if you get 5 punches on your punch card, so if you have a punch card, if you did well on maybe the CFA or the exit slip, or if you did 3 and 2 or 2 and 2 lessons for iReady, you can get a Smartie and a free punch on your punch card, and I got 5 on my punch card, so you get rewarded for 5 and 10. So for the 5 you get a free iReady skip, but for the 10 I'm pretty sure you get extra recess with the small group of the people who got the extra recess.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
And you get to eat the Smarties. In
Oh,
front of
yeah.
everybody.
Wow.
You get to eat them in class.
You didn't get that on tape, did you?
Oh, we'll
Oh,
delete
maybe.
it. Yeah, we'll
But
Why's there music right there?
if you guys have any questions for my teacher, just ask her, and thank you very much for coming to my student life conference.
That was
That was
very good,
awesome.
Mateo.
I'm proud of you. You did really awesome.
Thank you.
That was good work. Good
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Good work.
you did awesome.
You were able to talk through a lot of things without your